Backstage.
Yeah, nigga. Fake ass nigga.
You ain't no Israelite, bitch. You a gospelite, bitch.
Fuck you talking about?
If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, but he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think? Boy, you be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. U.P.K, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm bout it. U.P.K too solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All the hoes wanna take my piece. All the niggas wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Should've took the time, get a damn no. But I see the sorrow and I show her. She could never get a priest hold. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass jewelry. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. And a sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bitch muggin'. I say, if that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, but he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think? Boy, you be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. U.P.K too solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't none of me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, the clip look like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you scoring off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. U.P.K play for keys, nigga. Commander General get a damn order, but ain't nothing to me to damn kill you. I stuck his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close comeback. Nigga got popped off for a neck. If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, but he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think? Boy, you be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. U.P.K too solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 women gonna be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy. Stressed by that damn hoe ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
Backstage.
I'm in the bushes, just watching this family. I got extensions. Shit don't make granny start dancing. Yeah, we know what you did, and I'm coming, I'm loaded. And I know you don't know it. I just posted up scope. There's a shooter outside and he quiet. There's a shooter outside and he quiet. Yeah, he quiet. Yeah, he quiet. Yeah, he quiet when the motherfucker quiet. They know shit like I'ma shoot. 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 Yeah. Diamond dance. Yeah. To get the picture. Yeah. I see you smiling. There's a shooter outside and he quiet, little nigga. All that cap rap might have to find me a nigga. All these niggas watching move, they start jocking the image. I can't even buy it, little nigga. I know this pump it up, flip them, we get the drop on the cops in Alabama. I get the order and she pull up on the Klansman. They talking about they catch a nigga, they gon' hang em. Catch them while they hanging. One by one we take them. I know this bitch, that bitch told she keep a secret. No, but I can't trust her. What's the point, bitch, in my business? We moving silence. No rap, little boy, keep silent. This Mac come with a silence. It's a true moment of silence, little bitch. There's a shooter outside and he quiet. There's a shooter outside and he quiet. Yeah, he quiet. Yeah, he quiet. Yeah, he quiet when the motherfucker cry. They know shit like I.S.U.P.K. 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 Get him. Damn it, this. Get him. To get the picture. I see you smiling. Cause a boy bit. Christ return. It's gonna be some killings all in these streets. Best dipped in blood, no he ain't condescend peace. It's gonna get way too ugly for the land and free. Ask yourself why little boy and I'm sure that you see. I don't believe in make believe. Greek mythology is way too cheap. I don't celebrate my birthday cause this shit bigger than me. Call me what you wanna call. I'ma prove it with the tongue. If these boys ever catch me, I'm going out like 7 songs. Stick my tongue out, put my hands in like cut the bitch off. Before I ever trade on my nation, my word or my God. All these Edomites trying to catch me cause they know I'm right. It either be a bitch or my own people that's trying to take my life. There's a shooter outside and he quiet. There's a shooter outside and he quiet. Yeah, he quiet. Yeah, he quiet. Yeah, he quiet when the motherfucker cry. They know shit like I.S.U.P.K. 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 Get him. Got me this. Get him. To get the picture. I see you smiling. Cause a boy bit him.
Shalom Star, what's going on? What's up, Cap? What's going on, brothers?
Hey, Shalom. Hey, Shalom. You heard about Shimmy Shabrak Thumb?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Shalom, Lord of Christ. Y'all can hear me now?
I get you. Okay.
Come, Most High in Christ. All right, we in there. I think we good. Y'all, you said you can hear me too, right, bro?
Okay.
All right. I think we pretty too. We can get this thing rolling. You know what I'm saying, man? Hey, Shalom, Lord in Christ. We back, man. Chain Breakers Podcast. This is episode number 60. 60.
Yeah.
That's crazy. 60 episodes, bro. 60 episodes. And, you know what I mean? We've been rocking and rolling. You know what I'm saying? Doing what we do. You know what I mean? So this is the 60th episode of the Chain Breakers Podcast, brought to you by the I.S.U.P.K, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA, you understand? Teaching the truth of the Bible since 1969, and still doing that very thing to this day. Chain Breakers Podcast, of course, as with many of our shows in the I.S.U.P.K, you understand, we still teaching the truth, breaking these things down. And this show is all about breaking the chains of oppression off the minds of our people. Physical chains gone, mental chains are worse. You understand? We see it on the time. What we're going to do is expose the lies, you know what I'm saying, and try to free our people's minds. Because more than ever, man, I'm telling you, it is getting wild out here.
Right.
And you got oppressors. You got Amalek making tunnels and crawling, you know what I'm saying, through the sewers of New York City. You understand? You got, you know what I mean, the UN damn near stepping into the war along the Gaza Strip. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, you know what I mean, there's genocide going on over there. The world is in complete and utter disarray. You understand? And so we want to give our people some hope, you know what I'm saying, by helping and bringing them back, you know what I'm saying, into this fold, understanding of this Bible, man. So Most High in Christ, we're going to get rolling, but I cannot start the show. Can't, you know what I mean? Can't do this without giving due diligence and props to all my brothers, you know what I'm saying, that join me on this show. First and foremost, my Ottawa, you know what I'm saying, holding it down out there in Oklahoma City. You understand? Captain of 10,000 Yagarwap. Lord, Lord of Christ, everything too wild on your end, sir.
Hey, Shalom, doing. everything toward, everything's toward, everything's going good. This is a hectic time of year, preparing for the Passover and everything. So this has been,
Right.
hey, it's
Oh God.
Crunch time.
you
I
got to
could
get it. It's all the meat and the potatoes, you know. Yeah.
Damn right. It's a lot. I'm just kidding. Here, bear with me just a moment. There we go. I'll do that. That's too loud. Most High in Christ. Con. Okay. Rolling right along. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
My
fine.
brother from another. You know what I'm saying? The man out there in Fayetteville, aka the Ville, aka Vietnam, one of
Yeah.
North Carolina's finest. You know, we call him Uncle Willie. You know Officer 1000 Kowal, what's the word, bro?
What's going on, y'all? What's popping? What's up? What's up with it? Hey, man, Passover time right around the corner, man. I can't wait, man.
Damn right.
Getting close. Time is flying.
Yeah.
It does feel like January is dragging like a mug. It's long ass month.
Bro, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, January. Yeah. Look at y'all, Mott.
I seen a sister posted like how many days left till Passover. It's like I couldn't believe it. It's like damn, like we, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I was just in here and the general announcement was going to be in Durham. That was like last week.
Where did the time go? Where did the time go, man?
It's absolutely crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? And of course we got my guy. You know what I'm saying? My day one. You know what I'm saying? My brother, Bull's finest. Durham, you know what I'm saying? Officer 1000.
Yeah, I'm down there. What's going on, man?
Hey, Salam, you sister good thumb. Not much, man. I ain't got nothing.
Yeah, this brother, you know, he's back in full effect. He just came from out of town. You know what I'm saying? He was up there. I know you don't like it, the city of brotherly love. You don't like it. You don't like
it. I hate that they call it that, man. I don't know, man. I gotta.
No sweat. Back in full effect. You know what I'm saying? I, of course, am Officer 1000 Tabawan. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down with my bros, with my Ottawa. And, you know, we're going to get right into it. Before we go into any particular stories for today, you know, does anybody, I'll just leave it open. Is there anything, anybody, you know, maybe a story you saw or something you wanted to, you know, bring out real quick before we get into the different stories, or maybe you got a story you think is strong that we can get into before anything else? Anybody got anything, or are we all ready to roll with what I had?
Roll. I mean,
Hey,
got something.
Hey, Salakia, it was a story. I think Mawasar in New Jersey. He was telling me about an Edomite stabbed her husband or something.
Oh wow!
I don't know if this is stabbed her husband. I think 108 times.
Oh, the weed.
Yeah, Con. And she blamed it on the weed. Yeah, blamed it on the weed. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And she got 2 years probation for murder, for blatant murder, crazy murder. She got 2 years probation.
Yeah, I'm reading it right here. Let me show these people, bro. This is crazy, man. Oh man, I can only, bro. If somebody stabbed me up 100 times, y'all better not let them get no 2 years probation, bro. Avenge me, something.
Yeah,
this is not right. We really care. At the same time, like, yeah, this is not. This sound like, I thought it was like a joke. This is not a joke. This is real. Here they go.
Yeah.
The woman right is this is Bryn Spelcher, Bryn Spelcher, 32. She avoided prison time after being convicted of involuntary manslaughter in the 2018 stabbing death of her boyfriend Chad O'Melia, 26. California, the story says, California woman who stabbed boyfriend 108 times, sentenced to probation and community service. Now that's a hell of an involuntary manslaughter for your ass.
Yeah.
Stab somebody 108 times and convince people that it was involuntary.
Yeah,
man.
You didn't do it.
Damn, I know. Yeah, damn.
Good night.
And so, like, I wonder, you think she was counting?
No, hell,
You think she was counting like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I mean, damn, 108 times. Man, why didn't she go for 10? 110.
Right.
Just to round it out, you know.
That's a very even number. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't stop at like 77 or something like that. 108
Yeah.
times. It
108
says
times. Damn.
a California woman who was facing up to 4 years. So wait, first off, wait a minute. What do you mean facing up to 4 years? So she was never facing life?
No.
Yeah, couldn't.
Up to 4 years in prison for fatally stabbing her boyfriend more than 100 times during a drug-induced psychotic episode in 2018, was instead sentenced this week to 2 years probation and 100 hours of community service. Last December, Bryn Spelcher, 32, was found guilty of involuntary manslaughter in the killing of her boyfriend, Chad O'Melia, 26. The Ventura County Star, the Los Angeles Times, and KTLA reported from the courtroom. She had been facing a possible 4-year prison term ahead of her Tuesday sentencing hearing. On May 27, 2018, prosecutors said Spelcher fatally stabbed O'Melia, an accountant, inside his Thousand Oaks, California apartment approximately 108 times after the couple had smoked marijuana together. The Ventura County Star reported she also repeatedly stabbed herself. According to the Ventura County Star, police officers who responded to the Salakia scene said they found Spelcher in a pool of blood holding a knife. They reportedly had to use a taser device and a baton to disarm her and take her into custody. Damn. I mean, she didn't stab herself enough to die, though.
Yeah, come.
That don't make sense though. Like, how is that possible that she could say it was a drug-induced whatever psychosis? Where the hell did she? So she had enough common sense to go get the knife while you was after taking 2 puffs from a bong. Most people pass the hell out or start tweaking. Right. Nobody. I never met nobody go to the kitchen or go in the car wherever she got the knife from. Go get a knife. I'm assuming it's a kitchen knife. I mean, I'm just assuming. Go, you high. You hit the bong. You get high, and then you go get a knife, and then you get to stabbing. Like, what? That don't make sense. Because if that's the case, then you could argue that if little man and them, he did a drive-by because he was high. Most niggas,
that's right.
If the dude just shot King Von, I'm pretty sure they say King Von, and then they all be high. So we might as well let all the niggas out of jail then. How the white girl get psychosis? But a nigga is not, that proves that the court justice system is racially biased.
That's right.
Don't make any sense.
That's right.
That makes no sense.
Had she been black, they would have been like, patch that nigga up and lock him up.
Yep, lock him up. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Throw a Band-Aid on him. Throw a Band-Aid on that nigga and lock him up.
Yep. That's insane. And Kawhi, you absolutely correct. Cap, you absolutely correct. I mean, again, like you said, man, a drug-induced psychosis. These are the kind of words that they never use for our people. Like no black man has ever done any crime it was a drug-induced psychosis. Never. That's never a thing with us. You know what I'm saying? No matter who we shot. I mean, because what next? Like you said, Kawhi, you gonna can somebody go rape somebody and say, "Well, I was high." It was a drug-induced psychosis. I couldn't help myself. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't get away with these kind of things. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not something, bro?
Right.
Yeah, I was about to say, because this is something that I'm studying now. So when it comes to like drug abuse, there is a psychosis that can take place, which is pretty much just like a form of hallucination that happens when someone is abusing drugs or withdrawing from alcohol or drug abuse. And a lot of times, a lot of people will there's many cases in which people have commonly seen like from alcoholism, little green men with red hats. That's a common story that people see. If you go on AA classes, they'll say, yeah, so did you see the green men with red hats? And they'd be like, yeah, I seen the green man with red hats. Because the world around them starts to seem different. They start to see things that's not really there. They in a state of psychosis. But the most common symptoms of the psychosis is, for one, hallucinations, which is why people will see things that's not there, is disorientation. They won't know their left from their right. You'll tell them to follow the light. That's why police officers do the light test. Your eyes won't be able to follow the light because you're disoriented and you can't walk straight. And then memory problems. You won't remember certain things. But none of these definitions is or symptoms say anything about stabbing someone 108 times. Like there is no cause for her to be excused from the crime that she committed. Because if we're going to say that it's an induced psychosis, I mean, that may be true. But if I'm driving and I'm drunk, right, and I'm in an induced psychosis and I run over one of those green men with red hats and it happened to be a baby, then you got to say the same thing. You can't say that I ran over something on purpose. You have to say that I was in induced psychosis and I should get probation. The problem is you won't say that.
Right.
It's manslaughter. You're going to say you purposefully turned your vehicle on the sidewalk and ran over this person, which inevitably killed the little baby, unalived the little child. You're going to prison for 25 years, if not longer. So this woman should have got the same thing. Like drugs, and here's what America is a little bit is partially to blame, if not all to blame, is that you teaching people that doing drugs is okay. Right. You're teaching them that, you know, smoking marijuana is fine, that it's okay, it's legal in certain states, it's not harmful. So then when you see that it actually is harmful, now you have to give a slap on the wrist because you're allowing these things to happen. When you should have just said that smoking weed is illegal, it's harmful, it's dangerous. And then when things like this happen, now you can throw the book at her. Now you can have justice for that man that just lost his life for something that, for one, we know is absolutely unlawful to do. You know, smoking that weed is unlawful and is very dangerous to anybody who does it. And scientists know it. But, you know, I guess it'd just take for us to go into a drug-induced psychosis for us to understand how harmful these substances are to our body.
Right. That's right.
That's all I got.
Look, damn right. Well said, brother.
Yeah, damn right. I wonder if it's weird because I wonder if this case specifically will set the precedence for, you know, drug-induced violent crimes.
Right.
You know, because if this is something new, which I've never heard of, somebody stabbing someone 108 times, blaming it on the weed. I've heard of brothers doing PCP and mutilating themselves, jumping off a roof. I've heard of brothers, you know, getting some wet or taking a cigarette, dipping in some formaldehyde and start tweaking and bugging out and run down the street butt naked. I've heard of stuff like that. But taking a knife and stabby, and another thing's killing me. If that's the case, you know how many attorneys or defense attorneys or lawyers are going to be able to use this as I'm interested to see who's going to use this to get a black man or Latino man off of a violent crime. The reason why I, you know, stomped him or I shot him, I was high. I was shooting dice. I got up for 2 seconds and hit the blunt. Before I knew it, I was shooting everybody at the dice game. Right. I don't know what happened. I wonder if he can use that excuse because obviously she was cognitive enough to go get a goddamn knife. Right. I understand psychosis, right? Like Yamak was saying, yeah, you know, it's a false reality. Sometimes you see things that's not there. What did she see the knife was? Was that I want to hear the court case. Did she think the knife was a paintbrush? Did she think the knife was you know what I'm saying? Like, make it make sense because if you're stabbing this person, did she think the man, did he turn into a monster? And she was playing a video game and she tried to kill the monster? Like, that's BS.
God.
Like, what the hell? If I was an opposite defendant, I would. What kind of jury finds her? I don't understand. It's got to be racist. It's got to be racially motivated. A white woman gets off on everything she does. Does that make sense?
Hey, Kawal, I think that there's a law. I think that there's some law. You correct me if I'm wrong, but it states that like if a woman is being raped, physically, can I say that word, abused by a man,
sexually assaulted.
She cannot unalive him. In her defense, she would still be brought up on charges when that is an actual monster. Yeah, that's an actual monster that's abusing her. Yes, and she would go to prison. Yeah, for stabbing him 108 times. But this woman, this innocent white man, you understand, who lost his life, who should be justice. This innocent white man should have justice for this woman, for this monster that allowed him. You understand? But you know, like Kowal said, they ain't gonna do it because obviously because she's a white woman.
That's it.
Yeah, remember that black girl that was like kidnapped or something and held against her will for that while, and she was sexually assaulted by that dude, and then she ended up killing him. They gave her like 20 years or something crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, this pisses me off. People who vote, right, and people who depend on America and love America, how can you not drive yourself crazy being in a place where you read stuff like this? It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Like, I would never want this place to continue. Christians are praying and asking God for peace to keep America going like this. Why the hell would you even want to exist in a nation or a place like this when you get a white woman who stabbed a man 108 times and she gets off?
God.
Where the hell they do that at? That's monstrous. 108 times. So you know how hard it is to stab somebody 108 times? I mean, literally. I mean, you'll be damn tired. What kind of cardio does this bitch have? 108 times.
God.
Come on, man. These are murderous bastards, man.
And they had to just mention that she stabbed herself. Obviously, none of these niggas have been in a knife fight. If you're gonna hit yourself. It's bound to happen. It happens during the process. You're gonna cut yourself.
Yes.
That's crazy. Good night.
Yeah.
Well, as my brother said, if I could just, Officer Armand was saying, and Officer Kowal, like the way they push the drugs on us, man. And the thing is, this is not going to work for us. This is not going to have the same effect. I've read another story about a brother, I think, who went through something similar. He had to do his 6 years. You know what I'm saying? He had to go and do his time. You know what I'm saying? But if we continue to let, you know what I'm saying, let people like in the media and rappers convince us to sit up here like this, you know what I mean? You're gonna be in a drug-induced psychosis. You know what I mean? You're gonna be psychotic yourself.
Hey, look, Salakia, look, I'm living in Oklahoma where we have permitless carry. That means you don't have to have a permit to get a firearm. You can go in a thrift store and buy a firearm, and weed is legal, so you can smoke weed. You get this place where you can buy the weed, smoke it, and buy your firearm, and go just shoot anybody you want to shoot, kill them.
You in the Wild West, Cap?
Yeah, gun. It's set up for, hey, put your door to lock you up. You know,
right? That's a shame. That's a man. Good night.
Remember Jamal Bryant, the pastor, said he don't mind people coming to his church high. He want to invest in weed. You think Dylan Storm Roof was something? What's stopping the next church shooting? I guess you could just say I was high. Maybe Dylan Storm Roof needs to use that excuse. They need to reopen Dylan Storm Roof's case. He's gonna say, "Oh man, I smoked weed before I went in that church. Everybody in that church turned into demons. I was just trying to kill the demons."
Yeah.
Let's see if he get off. You know what I'm saying? Or it's ridiculous. I don't know.
Right.
The judge needs to be fired. The jury needs to be fired. Like it's just insane, man. I don't get it. Like that's.
And she should have just not. She should have just not got probation either. I really don't understand this court case. She should have just walked away innocent.
What's the probation gonna do?
If she did nothing wrong, then what is she getting probation for? What is she on?
What's the punishment for?
Right.
They know it's BS. What kind of weed was that? That couldn't have been. And that's crazy. You know, I've been hearing rumors of this weed thing, man. Not only is it getting more diabolical, but they're starting to put all kinds of shit in this weed. I heard people say out there in Baltimore, a cat said they got some fentanyl that's sprinkled in the weed.
I got a girlfriend that just died from that. Not a girlfriend, but a homie. Well-known sister. Well-known. Her name was Kat, but you know, with May She Rise Again, she just died. She just, died 2 weeks ago from smoking weed.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, and like they said they get a pound of weed or the amounts quantities. They put the fentanyl in there. They shake it up or do whatever to it. It gets all mixed in the bag to make the weed more potent. So they used to have all kind of different strains of, you know, I did a little bit of research on this. A couple, I watched one of the Joe Rogan podcasts, and some white man comes up there talking about the harmful effects of smoking weed. He tells his story. He wrote a book on it. He talks about how weed does cause psychosis. He used to smoke weed himself. He did a lot of research on his years of research and talks about how weed can cause psychosis. I know a lot of homeboys I grew up around the city that are from smoking weed, smoking spice. You know what I'm saying? Just like out of their goddamn mind. And they get to, I don't know what that feels like to be stuck in a reality that you can't get out of. All because you decided to get high. You understand? It's insane. But the psychosis part, he was saying that, you know, because the THC levels are so high, they're astronomical, you know, they're trying to, you know, chemically play, you know, wizard in the lab with this weed, and they're altering the genetic makeup of the plant, meaning the THC is like so high and the CBD content is so low. They said the CBD is what counteracts the psychosis, meaning the CBD is what relieves the pain, because CBD does not make you high, according to this white man. The CBD is what's supposed to make you get the pain relief and does the medicinal side. The THC is what makes you extremely high and gives you a euphoric feeling. He said that they're decreasing the amount of CBD and increasing the amount of THC to get people that euphoric high, and it's causing psychosis. I was like, God damn, people want what they want, and they're going to get it. Right. They want to get high, or they about to get real high and real crazy.
Hey, Tabawan, can I show them something real quick?
Please, Bob Shot.
Just so they know that we're not lying. This is just, you know, for everybody who thinks that smoking weed with your children is okay. I know brothers, Tabawan, we know of a brother that, you know, he changed his ways and he came into the truth. Barakatai Hawaii was shot. But we know brothers who used to smoke weed with their children right there. I'm talking about 1 year old, 2 years old. But this says, does smoking weed make psychosis worse? Smoking weed can both trigger and worsen psychotic symptoms. Studies have shown that adolescent marijuana use is not only a risk factor for the later development of primary psychotic disorders, but is also a risk factor for an earlier onset of those disorders. Meaning, if you smoke weed as a child, you're going to be psychotic. That's what that means. That's exactly what that means. And don't come and tell me that, well, it's not 100% meaning that you're going to be psychotic. No, this is saying you're going to 100% be psychotic if you smoke weed as an adolescent. If you say otherwise, you hate your children.
Right.
That's what that really means. If you say, oh no, my children ain't going to be, you know, have disorders from smoking weed at a young age, that's because you hate your children. Why, after reading something like this, would you ever even chance your children growing up with psychotic disorders so that they could be some kind of psychopath? You want your children to grow up and be the Joker? You want them to grow up and be Batman's nemesis? What the hell do you want them to be? You understand? But we constantly teach our children and show our children and push that smoking weed is okay. Somebody showed this to Meek Mills. Somebody showed Snoop Dogg thought it was a joke to make a joke about smoking weed when he knows that he influences hundreds of millions of children, teens, adults, and elderly people to smoke weed, which is commonly known that, for one, destroys the matter of your brain, literally destroys the matter of your brain, and also is going to make you psychotic. And you wonder, like, we wonder why, man. We wonder why our generation is getting weaker and weaker and weaker as we go. Cap, you could probably attest to this. We look at them old school movies and we look at these niggas that was about to take over the world, about to take over Harlem, take over the Bronx, and these niggas be 14 years old. 14 years old working at the mill, having a family, taking care of bills. That's how it was back in the day. Now, you 26 years old and you still behave like a 16-year-old. You 31 years old and you still behave like you're 18, because we are becoming more and more psychotic, because we're using these drugs and we're not even understanding what it's doing to us, man. You understand? But I yield.
Damn right. That's a heavy point, bro. And if I could say one thing too, along with that, first part, what you said so heavy, and what's dangerous about it is that somebody like you know, these rappers, right? Like an NBA Youngboy is saying in one song, you know what I'm saying, smoking dope because I need it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Smoking dope because I need it so I can be calm instead of dangerous when you see me. Like, they push that image, but guess what? He lives in a mansion on a mountain in like Colorado. You know what I mean? Like, he's pushing that to people that can't rap. You know what I mean? So while he's rapping and so on and so forth and making his money and so on and so and all of that, he's selling this image of a getting high, drinking lean, and all of this stuff, all these things he has to do to handle his depression or whatever the case may be. He's selling that image, but the people that he's selling it to, they not gonna rap their way out the ghetto. They not gonna their way out the ghetto. They not gonna sing their way out the ghetto. They're gonna actually be depressed. They're not gonna be able to look out of their mansion window across the Blue Ridge Mountains. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna have that chance. You know what they're gonna end up doing? Murdering somebody, robbing somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna end up committing actual crimes because they're in what? A drug-induced psychosis. And the second thing I want to say with that is on the flip side of that, and Kawal, you mentioned this too. And I do wonder, I know it won't happen because we're in captivity, which shows again how real the Most High is. We can't do the things they do. They kill somebody in the drug psychosis and get probation. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that, you know, damn near has ever done a drive-by, everybody, you know what I'm saying, that commits those kind of crimes, 9 times out of 10 is high out of their goddamn mind. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's not something new. Everybody knows that the integrity of the black community went down or continued to go down at a faster and faster rate as the drugs got worse and worse and worse. It started with, if you want to go to Harlem, it started with heroin. People think it was crack. No, it was heroin. Heroin was the first thing that destroyed Harlem. It completely destroyed the fabric of Harlem. And while Bumpy Johnson was getting rich because of heroin, everyone else was robbing people, killing people, and just, you know, having overdoses on sidewalks. That's how Harlem started to get destroyed. Then cocaine helped make that worse. Then crack helped make that worse, and so on until where we are today. But the reality is that we're not going to have that out. And if these same people, like Yarmak asked the question, well, why did she even get probation? You must know that there's something wrong with it. Well, if you know there's something wrong with it, then why don't you look at us the same way you look at them? Why, when black people commit crimes, you want new legislation, you know what I'm saying, to increase police presence? You want to look at black men and say that they're super predators. You want to look at young black teenagers and say, oh man, they're so lost and they're living so wrong. Well, they're just in a drug-induced psychosis.
Yeah,
that's all it is. So no one should be shocked when brothers in Chicago are getting murdered at the rate they get murdered, or in Washington D.C. or in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Or in the worst parts of North Carolina, New York, California. So you shouldn't be surprised when you're setting a precedent in your legal system that if you are high, you know, killing someone kind of comes with the territory.
Right.
So why are we even talking about our people the way they talk about our people? It shows that there's a double standard. But that's all I had. I land my plane on that. Salakia.
And it also, too, I read before that smoking weed, and, you know, can cause you to be, you know, your estrogen levels to rise, which makes you way more emotional than you need to be. Which I can believe that because a lot of Negroes, they don't get high. Man, you be around a cat that smoke a lot. If he's not high, he turns into a complete nagging ass crybaby. Like he just so tight. Like, man, everything bother him. Right. Man, I gotta smoke. And then he finally smoked, and then he's all relaxed and, you know, all stooped up. It's like, man. And then you make irrational decisions when you don't, you know, you get overly emotional. You want to argue and fight. I guarantee you that's why they continue to do these studies. Our black men are becoming, you know, extremely violent because when you make bad decisions, when you think with emotion, you're supposed to be rational with your decision making. If you smoke a weed, you got all these high ass estrogen levels. Now you sensitive. First of all, you being raised by your goddamn mama, so you probably soft as hell anyway. Right. And you lack conflict. You lack conflict resolution. So you see your mama arguing gossip, so now you arguing and gossip. Now you into it, every nigga in the neighborhood, because you're so emotional. You don't have the proper tools as a man would do to go to that man or be diplomatic about certain things. Now you high. Now you boost your estrogen levels because you're high. It's a recipe for disaster. You can't tell me this stuff is not planned out. Like Esau has done a number on the black community, man, the Latino community. Like this stuff don't happen by chance. The weed getting stronger. You know, and it's so ready accessible. everybody was so ready to say, you know, hey, you know, being in the truth, we understand that just because the America legalizes weed, it's still unlawful to us.
That's right.
But at the same time, it's like these devils, once Esau, the oppressors, out the way, you won't have all this nonsense. It won't be there will be nowhere to go buy marijuana to smoke. It's like you put this stuff in front of a person who's already struggling with bills and high rent and mass incarceration and fatherlessness. Of course he's going to get high. But then when you get him high, now he's got psychosis, he's all emotional. It's like, man, Christ got to return. There's no way we can continue on with this cycle. We're gonna be destroying this place, like utterly destroyed.
Right.
Like something they painted as harmless as weed is destroying us, little by little, and we don't even see it. Right. It's like it's ridiculous, man. You know, it's crazy. You know, putting fentanyl in the weed, and making up different types of candies. Another thing, I'll land my plane. These smoke shops, man. I'm driving around the city. I see all these goddamn smoke shops. I'm like, what the hell are they in there selling? I mean, cigarettes. I heard the price of cigarettes went up. I don't know because I don't smoke, but they're making these smoke shops very, very appealing to these children. Mm-hmm. These smoke shops are, it's a smoke shop in my city, man. The lights are so colorful, and then they have like a jacket about thing where it's like a kid. It's like these little blocks, and they got the smoke in these little kitty box. I'm like, that's not for adults. That's not going to determine if I go buy something from that store. That's for children. Because if I'm a kid riding home from school and I pass this place, I'm looking at the lights like, damn, what is that? I'm gonna be curious. If I find out they're selling Black and Milds and vape pens, if a kid that looks, not Poppy, Habibi will sell you a cigarette or a Black and Mild or a vape pen if you're not 18, because he cares about the money. He will sell it to you. So you got to think about it. These schools are talking about these kids, and all this goes into what I'm saying. These schools have a problem with kids vaping and getting high. You're not blaming the smoke shops, though. You're not blaming these Arabs and all these little bastards that come over here and sell your children these damn cigarettes and these vape pens and synthetic marijuana. You get that from the corner store, the smoke shop. All that comes from the smoke shop. And they're never held liable for attracting, like there should be some kind of lawsuit for these smoke shops, meaning, there's a law that if you have a pool in your backyard, now you got to have a fence that's at least 6 foot. It wasn't always so. Back in the days, people had pools in their backyard with no fences. But that's where pool hopping come from. Kids that weren't in your neighborhood where they had pools and they just go dive in your pool to go swim. Well, kids started drowning. Right. And parents started suing. So now the state is like, damn, imagine you being at work, number one, and you get a phone call to some Negro drowning in your damn pool. You're like, what? Right. I didn't invite nobody to my house. Right. And now you get in trouble because this nigga drowned in your pool that wasn't supposed to be there. They call that attractive a nuisance. So now you have to have a fence to keep people from drowning. If you're going to have a law to prevent children and strangers from drowning in the goddamn pool, so you put these parameters up for them not to be able to drown. So you have to have a fence, a certain height required to have a pool, right? So why these smoke shops aren't held liable when these kids are getting psychosis and schizophrenic and doing all this nonsense? Nobody's holding them liable. Those smoke shops are attractive nuisances. The signs are so bright. They got the candy in the front door. And right before you get to the counter is all the weed, the bongs, the glass pipes, the hookah things, the Black and Milds, the raw lease, everything the rappers talk about are in these smoke shops. It's attractive to kids, but it's destroying the kids.
Right.
The FBI and the CIA or the feds, do they ever run up in these smoke shops and just, what the hell? Let me see the inventory. What the hell y'all got up in here? Right. Flip this up. What we got in this cabinet? When I was in the world, the main place to go get the weed pens before it hit the street was at the smoke shop. You go to the smoke shop, they disguise as a vape shop. Man, they got all kind of weed up in there. Synthetic marijuana, spice, real weed, everything. It's ridiculous, man. And nobody holds these smoke shops accountable. And all these bastards are heathens.
God, that's crazy. That's why they don't hold them accountable.
What black man do you know own a smoke shop? I don't know one of them. I don't know not one Negro that owns a smoke shop. I could be wrong, but I have never seen it.
I mean, listen, even if one nigga or two in the whole state of North Carolina own smoke, shoot, even if there's 5, that's still like what? 1% of 1%. You know what I'm saying? There's smoke shops I'm in Durham right now. There's smoke shops all through Durham, smoke shops in Raleigh, smoke shops in Bay. There's smoke shops everywhere. It ain't much different than in New York. You got candy stores, you got corner stores. Listen, most of them is owned by Habibi. That's just
Yeah.
what it is. Like that's just the reality of the situation. Yeah, you got a couple of Spanish cats that might own a store, but they don't own them as much as Habibi. And you certainly don't see no so-called Judites really owning any corner stores or smoke shops like that. So that's
and they're Muslims. And they're Muslims.
And they Muslims.
And they're Islam.
Like how they gonna bro? That's crazy right there.
They sell you drugs and synthetic marijuana and all kind of illegal, but they go pray 5 times a day during Ramadan. Okay.
Right. Which goes to show that their God cannot be the same God. Like some black Muslim talking about Allah. Well, who the hell does Allah care about? Does he care about black people or the people who's selling you the stuff that's making you shoot each other?
Yeah.
Who's he with?
Yeah, look at Philly. Look at
Philly.
Right,
exactly.
All niggas is wearing dresses and New Balances.
Yeah.
Looking crazy. A long ass dress. Yeah.
New Balances, gigantic beards, and selling all of the crack cocaine that you can find.
Yeah.
On in the East Coast. That's crazy. That's a fact, brother. Good night. But you know what? We gonna move along because I think that brings up an important thing. Shout out to Officer Yarmak. For this next story we're about to go into, because you had mentioned this before, Yarmak. I forgot about it, but you definitely have brought this up several times recently. But this is right in your neck of the woods, Kowal. Pastor Damian Massey. Pastor Damian Massey of the, what is it called? The Remnant Church Outreach Ministries in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
The struggling remnant.
The struggling Remnant Church Outreach Ministries in Fayetteville, North Carolina. If you don't know who Pastor Damian Massey is, well, maybe should I play the video first, Yarmak, and then we talk about what happened with him before?
All right, yeah.
Yeah, let's play a little clip. He had a recent sermon at his church, the Remnant Church Outreach Ministries. He said some interesting things, and people, it was a little controversial.
I got another pastor for you in Hertford County as well, too.
He's a homosexual.
Oh,
this pastor here. He's a flaming homosexual.
If you couldn't tell by looking at him.
Oh yeah, I see him around. He's a flaming homosexual.
When you're anointed, you're a tech bro, you know how to sit yourself down. But even in sitting myself down, Pastor Jack, and even with going under the instructions of my pastor, because every pastor needs a pastor, even getting online and owning my wrong and asking for forgiveness wasn't good enough for some people. Because the real people that want to see you dead don't care nothing about your recovery. But I'm in a better position afterwards than I was before. And if me recovering don't make you upset, well, baby, go somewhere and die. Do us all a favor. You ain't anybody that want to see people down and want to see people destroyed. They're not fit to live. Please don't slit your wrist with your miserable self. Evil church killers. Hear me? I'm telling you.
Yo, that's buck wild.
The hypocrisy.
That church is full of gay men.
It gotta be.
It is. It's full of gay men. That's a running. Everybody knows that in this town. That church is full of gay men and old black women. Good night.
He said, slit your wrist.
Yeah, if you want to see people down, go slit your wrists.
So
he said you don't deserve to live.
Yeah. So basically, if you upset with him and want to see him down, then you should go slit your wrist. But ain't that him doing the same thing?
Yeah.
It sounds like a little hypocritical there.
What happened to forgiveness, Yarmak?
I don't know.
Right.
Out the door. Forgiveness is out the door when it come against the pastor, I guess. But the problem is a lot, and obviously most people took to the comments and they were against his comments. However, this pastor is a representation of all of your Christian pastors.
Yeah,
right.
He just He just ain't good at hiding it. He got caught in his filthy, disgusting act. But all of your pastors are just like him. They're no different. Because here's how you know, without this pastor getting caught in his filth, your pastors would have condoned him of being a prophet of God. Your pastor would have said, we love Pastor, whatever the hell his name is. He's a man of God. That's what they would have said. That's what they did say. They did say that struggling remnant Christian church nonsense was the house of God. Right. And that he was a good, upstanding Christian. Yet behind closed doors, he was filth. You know why? Because your pastors are also filth. And filth can't out each other. You understand? They're not gonna tell you that your Christian pastor is filth when they filth themselves. The only people on the face of the planet Earth that is the Israelite school of UPK.
Damn right.
Only Commander General YAHANNA will tell you what black leaders in the communities is filth. And if they not in the Israelite school of UPK, then this is your leader. This is him. Just 2 years ago, he was an outstanding Christian pastor.
Yeah.
Yet since 1969 for us, he was nothing but a dirty piece of garbage. A dirty, stinking Christian pastor like the rest of them. You understand? Yeah, we can get into it, one of you, if you want, so they can see what he did.
No, brother. Tell them what pastor, because his whole thing with you want to see me down, and I'm better now than I was before. Why don't you explain to the good folks what Pastor Damian Massey, what he's talking about? What happened before, Yarma?
Well, I'll just read a little bit, and if it's too much, I'll just say it. But it says that the pastor is sticking to his controversial remarks. He suggested that people should take their own lives because they were not satisfied with God's restoration and recovery of him after his homosexual scandal in 2023. Right? It says Massey even went live on Facebook with another self-proclaimed pastor to defend his statements and his homosexual lifestyle without offering any scripture or biblical reference. It's a classic case of people following these individuals who manipulate the truth to fit their own desires. So basically last year, right, he had a leaked sex tape with another man. It got leaked on Snapchat. And so, of course, some people recorded it, they screen recorded it, and they pushed it through, the internet. And of course, the North Carolina Beat, which is an Instagram page that kind of just deals with all of the stories that happened in North Carolina, they caught wind of it and they posted it. And of course, the pastor, he got so much backlash, so much, letters and comments that was against his actions. But in its entirety, he claims that he had repented from his act, and now he wanted forgiveness and he wanted his same seat. You understand? And he was upset with people who had left his church, and he considered those brothers and those sisters who left the church because of his act to be absolutely treacherous and traitors to the power of God. And because the power of God was on him to be repented and restored, he said that they blasphemed God and that they should just go kill themselves. They should just go slit their wrist because they don't believe in the power of God, because they don't want to sit there and listen to some bottom. They don't want to sit there and listen to some bottom about the glory of the Most High. So because of that, they got to slit their wrist. they ain't trying to be swallowed up,
right,
in that church. So because of that, they have to unalive themselves, which is a sin. You understand? To unalive yourself is a sin, which I don't understand. Of course, he's supposed to be a man of God. He should know that. I doubt he does. I doubt he does. Hey, Kowal, I think Fayetteville should just go take that church.
Yeah. Hey, man, we're going to have to let them air out for about 90 days.
Hey, burn it down. Just let it catch fire and use insurance.
Go get me a pound of frankincense and myrrh, a frankincense and myrrh bomb.
Right.
That, it's crazy. These bastards are sick, man. And he's right, because look, TDJ said if I did do a Puffy or whatever, all I gotta do is repent.
Yep.
So that's what they do. These Christians are disgusting. They can do anything they want, and all they gotta do is run to the cross. Man, at this point, man, I don't know what grown black man who claims to be masculine or sane mind that goes to church. I'm starting to look at you like you crazy. Like, what the hell are you doing in there on Sunday? What are you doing?
Clapping and stomping their right foot.
Yeah. You understand? Like, what kind of black man goes to church in 2024? I really want to effing know. We got these sick, look at his face. He just looks deviant. He looks like he looks like a nasty freak.
Yep.
Oh my God.
I think he was married too.
His wife is probably a nasty freak. Those are props. Them bitches they married to are just props. Because a pastor needs to have a first lady. She's some pork, shrimp, crab eating, stinking ass, big burly excuse my French. She's probably just some nasty woman who's sitting up there in the damn front row just to make him look like he's an honorable man of God. He's not gay. He's gay. He's a gay man. He had a sex tape leak. What can't you do in a Christian church and not be able to preach anymore? I wonder. You had a whole sex tape leak, brother.
With a man.
That's crazy. Yeah, I heard it was pretty bad. I would never know. I heard it was pretty bad though. So, I mean, good night. What can't you do?
Brother.
Word, because it's like your mug head.
I was saying, and then the fact that because repentance is real, right? For those who's listening, you can repent even from something like this. If you were some homosexual in the world and you find out that being a homosexual is a sin and you want to change your life, you absolutely can repent and change your life and be in the truth. However, you ain't gonna get the same seat. If you had a position of authority and you do something like this, you ain't come. You can if the Lord accepts you back, you ain't coming back and being a captain of 13,000. You ain't coming back and being an officer of 1,000. You got to come back and rebuild yourself, man. Because once you lose that reputation, it has to be rebuilt. It can't be given to you. But that's the problem with these pastors. They want to do all kinds of wickedness, and then they want to come right back to the seat that they once held. Right. And you're not. You got to go back and learn again because it was something that you missed in your studies, obviously. But go ahead, Tabawan, what you going to say?
No, so like, everything you said is exactly basically what I was going to say, man. Like, this is really, really an indictment on every single person that calls themselves a Christian, man. Like, and the thing that kills me is we got to argue. Y'all know, Ottawa brothers, y'all know what I'm talking. We have to argue with people every day. You would think that by now, this would be a non-issue. You would think that the Christian thing would have been over by the 70s. Yeah. You would think. Every single person that I know who's ever been molested has been molested by a Christian. Every single one of them. If they weren't a Christian pastor, they was somebody's or somebody's church member. You know what I'm saying? There was somebody's going up in the church, screaming, hollering, and yelling, and playing a tambourine on their hip. That's who molests people all the goddamn time. But yet we still got to argue about the Christian church and Christianity. How many times does YAHANNA have to expose the Christian church and expose the Jehovah's Witness and expose the Catholics? How many times is Captain Yagarwa going to bring out all this history and all of these facts? How many times we got to do stories like this? And YAHANNA said he got another one. And guess what? You could say, well, no, that's not the Christian church. That's just one man. But they let him be the pastor again. And now he's saying, if I don't accept him, I got to kill myself.
Yep.
And the scriptures say that a good tree can't bring forth evil fruit and an evil tree can't bring forth good fruit. So what the hell am I supposed to think about the Christian church if this is what it produces?
Right.
Come on, man. We gotta do better than this. We gotta do better than this. I shouldn't have to argue about this stuff. We shouldn't have to even discuss this anymore, man. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah.
If you're caping for these kind of people, you really got to re-examine yourself, man. This is disgusting.
Good night.
Con, I land my plane. Y'all, you about to go ahead, Cap.
Very, very disgusting. It's very disgusting, and it's just it's a disgrace. You know what I'm saying? My father was a pastor. You know what I'm saying? And when I hear stories like this, I mean, it's just a disgrace to people like my father who didn't molest people, who didn't live with our evil Christian life. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy because my father was like voted out of the church when I was 9 years old. You know, and then when I looking back on things, the way I used to hear my father talk to my mother when they get home from church, and my father used to be saying stuff like, that faggot make me sick, and stuff like that. And I'd be like, dang, they just came from church. He talking about somebody in the church, what I'm saying? So it's like I didn't understand that as a kid, I was just like, dang, daddy be going hard, on people, and stuff like that. And they talk about different things and the way people are just doing wicked stuff in the church and stuff. So that was my outlook as a kid on Christianity, And then, like I said, I've seen the evil women that used to talk about my father and stuff like that. And while we kids outside playing outside the church, they used to tell me, oh, pastor come with all these bad kids and stuff like that, like we were like evil demons and stuff, so, what I'm saying? That was my outlook on Christianity and stuff like that, and I just look like, damn, but looking at these pastors like that, and my father didn't get no money from the church. It was like after every Sunday, hey, take us home, and he gone back out driving limo, driving taxi, he speaking different languages, just worked as an interpreter and everything, and just doing all type of stuff, just to get money. You know what I'm saying? He didn't live that life like these pastors who get money and stuff like that. That damn, I wish we would have got money like that because it would have made stuff more easier, but it wasn't, So it was like it's a disgrace, what I'm saying, to men who tried to really just be a Christian, who was really looking for the truth, I would say.
Right.
Who was really looking for the truth, you know what I'm saying? Then after that, after like my father got voted out of the church, we just we didn't go to church. We tried to have like a church in this woman's house, and then it was like that fell under, and then we didn't go to church. I remember we went to my grandmother's church and stuff like that every now and then, but I never went to a service there. I just went to funerals there. There's a rack of funerals at that church. Only one, but it's like, what I'm saying? Christianity is a terrible religion. It's a terrible religion. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and it puts you in. It's so diabolical and evil to our people. It's a shame to see us still stuck in that Christianity. We're still stuck in keeping Martin Luther King's dream. We still just being evil to one another through the religion of Christianity.
Right.
And it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame, that we are still getting bamboozled by Christianity. I mean, it's almost a mad. I mean, it's a mad joke. It's like it's a comedy skit, and you're looking for the drum roll of do-do-do-doom. I mean, come on, you really go to church?
Yeah.
I'm going to Sunday. I'm going to church on Sunday. Do-do-do-doom. That's a joke, right? I mean, damn. But, we are destroyed people, man, and we have to do. Those Christian churches are falling anyway. They're falling before our eyes, So we got to really just. I pray for the ones who are still in the Christian church. I pray. Maybe may the Lord have mercy on you. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying. For you to be still in this day and time, this much information and online, and you still going to church, you still paying your tithes to a Christian pastor. I mean, damn. I mean, may the Lord have mercy on you. I yield.
Right. Damn right. Right.
Right.
Damn right.
Yeah, go ahead, y'all.
Say one more time. I couldn't hear you. Breaking up.
So, like, you hear me now?
Yeah. Okay. Now I can.
So, like, I was saying, if you got another one, go ahead with it.
Oh yeah, got it. So this from the same page. It just says, a North Carolina youth pastor charged with indecent liberties with a student at Hertford County High School. Right? It says a North Carolina band director and youth pastor Travis Gatling has been charged by the Hertford County Sheriff Office with one felony count of indecent liberties with a student and one misdemeanor count of contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Right? It says here, scrolling down, it says investigators say Gatling has been a band director and music teacher at the high school since October 2018. Dexter Hayes, the sheriff of Hartford County Sheriff's Office, said that his office was notified by schools officials regarding the allegations against Gatling. According to the sheriff, an investigation led investigators to obtain warrants on January 19th, and Gatling was taken into custody at his home on Saturday, January the 20th. According to Roanoke-Chowan News Herald, Gatling is accused of exchanging explicit photos and messaging with the students in this case. Hertford County schools officials said the parent of the victim notified them of Gatling alleged inappropriate behavior. Gatling posted a $15,000 bond and made his first appearance in Hertford County District Court on Tuesday. He has submitted his resignation to the high school January 21st. So here we are, just another story of someone who the world deems as innocent because he hides behind a Christian banner, because he's a music teacher, because he's the innocent Christian who works at the high school. When in actuality, man, like the Bible say, beware of them who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravaging wolves, man. And that's what this man is. He is a man who has no self-control, a man who has no dignity, no honor, no integrity whatsoever. He does not have it. And the problem doesn't just lie with him. The problem lies with you. It lies with you watching. It lies with you parents, because how many wolves have to devour our children for you to realize that we are not safe here, that we are so destroyed and distraught here, that there are creatures here, man. There are people who are so disgusting. So I'm still mad, Tabawan, about them 7 men who molested them 3-year-old child in Galleria Mall.
Yeah.
I'm still upset about that. But how long are we just going to think, oh, this person's a Christian, this person's this? The hell with that. My children go to a daycare, some Christian school. I don't trust none of them.
Right.
I don't trust zero of them. Can your daughter come over to my house for after school? No. Hell no. Not happen. You understand? The only house my children is going to is brothers and sisters in the truth, man. Why? Because in the truth, we are actually, we have to change our life to live the life that we live. To be in the Israelite school of UPK, you have to change your life. You can't smoke weed and being here. You can't be a child molester and being here. We don't hide, sinners in this school. But in the Christian church, they hide with inside that band choir. They hide with inside that pulpit, them dance teams. Y'all be seeing them dudes who be coming out with the white paint and they be doing all of this. I don't even know.
Praise dancing.
Yeah, the praise dancing, man. They put on that paint, man, but really that's some nasty beast, man.
Yeah.
Some child molester dancing and fraudulating in front of your child, man. And because you look at the face paint, you so dumb. You like a woman in a jewelry store. You blinded by diamonds, the shiny things. Oh, look at how beautiful it is. Look at the flowers. Look at how big the cathedral is. Man, it's big for a reason, man, because they getting rich off of the abuse of you. They getting rich off the abuse of our people, man. Not in the Israelite school of UPK. I just want to make that known that don't happen in here.
Right.
Understand? We don't hide behind some Christian banner in here to do wickedness. But that's them right there. Them your child molesters.
Yeah,
right,
that's creepy.
I don't even understand
what the hell is this?
Like, I really I just really wish Commanding General YAHANNA would give the order and say, North Carolina, whatever church that is that does that, I want you to walk in there. Walk in that church, and I want you to ask them, where in the fuck is this in the Bible? This show me where in the Bible they put praise dance, and then had a it's crazy. This is an African church. My dad bought me a chair when I was 3 years old, and it was a wooden chair. Pause. It was made out of tree bark, and it had that exact symbol in it. I forgot what it means, but that's some African nonsense or something right there. That little symbol that they got on the little stand. I remember that symbol. But this is crazy. I don't understand. What is this?
Hey, Shalaki, is this what is it called? Is it called praise dancing or what? What is it called?
Yeah, praise
that's mime praise dancing. The miming.
Praising the Lord somehow.
Yeah, I mean that's real goofy and creepy. I mean spooky. I mean, come on,
It is spooky.
damn, kids be like, I don't want to go back there.
But I don't understand. Like, if you hate white people for painting their face black, then
God,
how do you get off by painting your face black?
Look at these cats. Look at these cats, man.
God. It looked like a minstrel show. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Like,
I have found enough.
You said what that one?
Like, hold up, lock it.
What'd you say?
Yeah, like I've seen praise dancers before. Usually it's females, and I ain't gonna say no names, but can you hear me now?
Yeah, you say you see praise
you
dancers.
can hear me now?
Yeah, Con. I can hear you.
Yeah, no, I've seen praise dancers before. Usually it's like women. I've seen women praise dancers before. And I guess I've seen some male praise dancers, but this whole face paint makeup thing, I've never seen this before. This is crazy. This is why I've never seen this before. I don't know what this is.
I think that sign, that's the Ghana. That's from Ghana. Adinkra or some shit like that. Adinkra.
Yeah.
Akan Adinkra from Ghana. I saw that sign before. I had a book with all these mysteries in there. I was looking it up. I said, that looks like the exact same sign. There's a bunch of mumbo jumbo nonsense. It means absolutely nothing. It's not even Christian. It's some African booty scratcher God religion. It's stupid. Yeah. But those mimes, they go on the road and make millions of dollars, thousands of dollars, perform for Christian churches. Everybody stand up and cry and put their hands in the sky, and and clearly homosexual men. I mean, you got to be gay to move like that.
Yeah, I mean, look at
Jesus. I guess he's Jesus right here.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, look how that one rolled out. I guess he just stabbed him in the side right there.
Jesus ain't flinch, ho.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at him.
You know what's funny? I know some Israelites that wear this exact type of gear right here.
Yeah,
it's some Israelites. They'll throw a half a war belt on this and call it a garment. I've seen it.
I know a purple Barney who moved just like them.
Oh yeah, Big Freedom.
Big Freedom moved just like them. This is where he got.
I think they do that at I.U.I.C. I'm not
the video, bro.
Yeah,
I gotta do.
I think they do. I think they allow that at I.U.I.C. Those little praise dances.
I believe so too. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen them. They got like the women dances. They do a lot of dancing.
Yeah. And you know, Big Frida was kind of moving like that too.
So y'all know
I knew I saw the movement before, you know.
The moves are familiar.
For real, they look real familiar. That's where I saw it from.
I'm about to get it right now. Y'all gotta stop with all this dancing, man. This dancing nonsense.
They say King David dance. That's where they get it from. They pull that one scripture in the Bible where King David danced in front of the Lord. They just open the floodgates for them to be gay.
Let King David dance. Let him do
it.
If he dance, he ain't dance like that.
I know he was moving like that.
Nah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now I think I got it right here. Let me see. Looking for it. Big. There we go, right here. I'm about to share my screen, Thabon.
Go ahead.
All right, let's make sure. Woo! This your praise dancing right here, y'all.
This is your praise dancing right here, bro.
Now that y'all Big Freedom might be the director.
But first off, this image right here is the craziest joint. Bro.
Yo, that's
crazy right
Look
there.
Look at that hand, bro.
Yo, that's
gay, man. That's funny as hell.
I think I do remember hearing something on TV about colon cleansing. They said everyone should have one. I'm thinking about getting me an appointment and go down and get my colon cleansed thoroughly. I think I do remember hearing something
on. That's great. Look, he said, "I'm about to just play it again." Salaki, this is hilarious.
I think I do remember hearing something on TV about colon cleansing. They say everyone should have one. I'm thinking about getting me an appointment and go down and get my colon cleansed thoroughly.
What? That should be given fellatio. BJ. I know you're young. You don't know what that word means. It's BJ. Just look at a BJ. Urban Dictionary, BJ. What is that? She used to give a BJ like nobody's business. She could suck a golf ball out of a truck's exhaust. So now she don't want to do that.
She don't want to help her husband.
Brothers, I'm going to help you out here. You know what you do?
No, I don't want to help.
You get you some jelly, you put that jelly on. He said, listen, you got 10 minutes.
Salakia, I gotta pause here because I asked this question in the comments. Nobody quite answered it. And I'm not being funny. I promise you, I'm not being funny. I'm being so genuine and so sincere. What is jelly? Like, is he talking about like honey, like the sex enhancer packet?
No. He's talking about Schmuckers peanut butter and jelly sandwich jelly.
Talking about Smuckers and Welch's grape
purple jelly.
Ain't that a coincidence?
Hold on 1 second, Salaki. Are y'all saying that to be funny, like it's a play on being purple, or are you being serious?
No.
Dead ass.
Dead serious.
So then what is the jelly for?
What he's saying in his weirdo deviancy is basically like if your woman, you know what I mean, she not really giving it up how she's used to give it up, or she being a little timid, but it's nigh unto like some weird rapey stuff, like, or like abuse. He like basically saying put some jelly on your joint and tell her you got 10 minutes to get the jelly off, type thing, like with her mouth type thing. That's what he's saying.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey,
it's children in there.
I know with children because he said it. He said that you probably don't know what BJ is. Look it up in the Urban Dictionary.
He gets in there. Look up a BJ. Yo, that's crazy, bro.
Hey,
that's crazy.
My general will whoop they general ass.
No. That's a bishop. Remember that? That's the bishop.
Well, my general will whoop a bishop's ass every night and day, up and down the street. And I just had to say that. Clip it if you want to, but I had to let that be known that your general, your bishop he's a homosexual. Like homosexuals they're explicitly sexual. Everything they do is about sex. The way they walk, they have to move their hips in a sexual manner. The way they hold their hands, the way they talk, everything is about sex. They look at a man in the store and say, I bet this, that, and like they whole their sexual deviance, their whole life is revolved around sex. They can't get it off their mind. This man cannot teach a class about the Bible, about God, about marriage, without giving explicit details about jelly. Brother, I was so far. I thought that you was going to say that jelly was some type of lube or something that your wife don't want to do it, then you can just go rub one off. I thought he was saying that. That's what I thought you was going to tell me. But you talking about putting jelly on your
making your woman
get it off.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, and but getting another wife, that's just too far.
Yeah.
That's just too far. So lock it, brother.
If I could just piggyback on what you said, bro. So like it's real heavy, bro. I want you to continue the video, but let me just say this real quick. Because what you said is heavy, and I want y'all to understand. You know why? Because this is how you protect your children. I mean that with all sincerity, as my brother said, all being genuine. Protect your children from people like that.
Yep.
You see him, let me tell you something. I don't care if a man tells you he's straight. I don't care if you think he the most manly dude, he get all the women. You see a man that all he talk about is sex all the time. He can't stop himself. He just upset everything about sex all the time. Even if it's with women, you should be suspicious of that kind of man. Because a real man, this you got to prioritize things. Sex, let me tell you something. Sex is something you do with your woman in the privacy of your home. It's a beautiful thing that the Lord made, man. It's a beautiful thing that the Lord made. I remember when I was when you were a child, right? And kids are naturally, curious and lascivious in their way. You know what I mean? Because you're a child. And I remember being a child, and I never had sex, so I wanted to talk about it all the time, learn about it. And I would try to talk to adults. And you know what? I remember one of my teachers told me. She said, sex is a beautiful thing, but it's private. It's not. This ain't something that you're supposed to be talking about all out, in the open and things like that. Like, you'll have your time, and when you're a grown, adult-minded person, that's how you think about it. But someone like this is the kind of person that wants to teach children about what BJs are. The kind of person that just, you would put some jelly on it. Let me tell you something. That kind of brother, he'll tell you he's a straight man, but he has, Yarmak said, he has no discipline. Mm-hmm. And without discipline, he'll have sex with anything.
Yes.
Anybody. Whether it's another woman, whether it's your woman, or another man, or your child. Now, I'm not saying the brother, I don't know him, but that kind of spirit is where you get all of your sexual deviancies from. It's all from the same cloth. Salakia.
Yeah. I'm saying that he is C7AY. He is the type of man that if he gets sentenced to prison for 3 years, he has to have sex with another man. He has to do oral with another man. There are certain brothers like that. There are certain brothers who can accept the fact that I got 20 years in prison. Guess what? That's 20 years of no sex. I'm not doing it. If anything, I'm, by myself doing something like that. Masturbation, if anything. But there are some men who you give them 5 years in prison, they have to stick their rod in something.
Yeah,
that's right. That's him.
That's crazy.
He better stay out of prison.
Man,
that's right. He's gonna be a full-fledged homosexual. Salakia.
You might want to check that. You might want to check that Epstein list for his name.
Right.
Hey, look, man.
You might say Nathaniel 7 on that mug.
I'll give it a couple more years if the Lord allows that. I'll give it a couple more years, and we're gonna see. But we might be having some technical difficulties, Tabawan. I might not be able to click the video. Can you still see me?
I see you, but you're frozen. So you might.
You're frozen. I can hear you.
Yeah, you might just refresh real quick, and we should be good to go. I'm going to continue to talk about these type of people. You know what I'm saying? If you want to just refresh real quick. Yeah. Yarmak will be right back, and we're going to continue. This video is not going nowhere. And you might be asking, well, why are we talking about this? Because we're talking about the Christian church. That's all.
Yeah, that's Christian. The Christian group.
The Christian church. What's the big deal, right?
Yeah.
The Christian church. And we talked about a couple of sexual deviant pastors, right? We talked about one in Fayetteville, and then we talked about another one in a different part of North Carolina. And now we're just talking about some other ones. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures talk about, they, paraphrasing, wolves in sheep's clothing. I've been in the I.S.U.P.K. I'm still consider myself very young in this truth. I consider myself young in this truth. Now, Captain Yagarwa, that's the brother right there that's been doing this for a while.
Right.
Cap been doing it, okay? Now, Cap, in my short time in the truth, I have never seen a person with the spirit of LGBT. I've never seen them get, treated like it's normal or like it's okay. I've never seen that kind of behavior rewarded or accepted. And I've certainly never seen someone, even a whiff of something deviant about them. You know what I mean? Certainly to the point of either dealing with children or something like that. I have never seen that accepted in this school. Adawan, have you? Yeah, in your time in this school, have you seen anything like that?
We have never accepted that. I mean, we've never accepted that behavior. I mean, come on. If that behavior was anywhere, I mean, come on, it would have been gone out of here.
Yep.
It was never been. And then the people are so. It's sad because his congregation are following the man, and you see, did you see that clip that you just showed? Did you see his hand come up? That's only what grandmas do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lady, his hand came up like this, and what man explains anything and hand come up like that? That's a woman.
Right.
That's a lady. I mean, that's boy. That's the thing that I can't see how people they're following him. You're following him. I mean, come on. The sisters should have came out and said, "Well, hey, it's something wrong with that dude."
Right.
You know, a lot of times the sisters they can hear the sweet dudes, them little LGBTQ. You know,
so like so the sisters not gonna they got a perfect system over there. Them sisters over there not gonna come out against him because he teaches everybody that you can only have one wife, which is what they all want to be.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Right. Exactly. He gonna keep. That's why his church got thousands. He gonna keep reeling them in as long as they know, and he make sure that my man can't go get another one. So they gonna protect him at all costs. Damn right. Go ahead, Yarma. Let's see some more. Pause. Like rewind it a little bit. Rewind it a little bit. Let's hear what this guy's saying. If you could, Salaki.
A BJ like nobody's business. She could suck a golf ball out of a truck exhaust. So now she don't want to. She don't want to. She don't want to.
Stupidest. She don't want to help her husband.
Brothers, I'm going to help you out here. You know what you do? Bring it out. You get you some jelly. You put that thing in jelly on. He said, "Listen, you got 10 minutes. If you don't do what you used to do, I'm going out this door. I ain't got time for them. I playing games. I'm not in the mood." He going and get.
He going out the door. He gonna go get a man to do it.
Right.
He gonna go get one of them scribes to do that.
Right.
This is not good.
He can't get another woman. So what is he? He gotta be saying that because you can't get another woman,
brother. Now, thank you. Two great minds think alike, brother.
Right.
If you can't go get another woman, then he's not saying he's gonna go out the door and mess with a prostitute or jump off or go to the club and find some woman or you know, because this IURC, you know, you don't got to worry about Yaramat going to the club and finding some new woman. This IURC, he going to the club or he going wherever he not even going to the club. Salaki, I forgot. They don't even go to the club. He's going for straight brotherhood when he walk out that door.
Oh my
God. He ain't even going to be at the club. He going for straight brotherhood, and he gonna walk out that door. I don't know, brother. If I was in his shoes, I don't think I would walk out that door. I think as a heterosexual straight man, I would stay in that house, and if anything, I'd probably just argue all night and try to plead my case and try to get what I want from that one woman that I can get. Because that's the only woman I can get. Meaning, if I want somebody to do what he's saying to do with this jelly, there is only one person on the face of the planet that can do it. And that happens to be my wife. So what am I walking out the door to do?
Right.
What am I leaving for? What am I doing? I'm leaving to go do what?
Right.
I don't know. But
that's buck wild, man.
That's crazy, but no sweat.
Time for everybody playing games.
Ain't nobody playing games.
I'm not in the mood. He go and get some anyway. She go, you rape me. This baby. Hun, that's
you want it? Go ahead, boy. You got it. You got it.
Oh, you see? That's what I said, bro. When he talked about the jelly, this dude is talking about abusing your wife, man.
Yes.
That's what he's talking about. So to answer our question, right? Well, if you can only be with your wife, you can't get another woman, but you really, really burning in your lust because that's what he like. Again, nigga. So you want to get it on with your woman? She not in the mood. Go play Madden. Go play Call of Duty. Go have a drink. Go lay down. I don't know. Like, there's a million things that you can do. Like, you don't. I'm not trying to be vulgar, Salakia, but you don't have to bust one off. You don't have to. That's what Yaramat was saying when he said the kind of person that goes to jail for 3 years, he gonna have to do something with somebody because he's burning in his lust. That's why he's saying right now he go and get some anyway. Say that part again. Show that part again, Yaramat.
Yeah.
He said he go and get some anyway.
He go and get some anyway. She go, you rape me.
So wait a minute. So who is he going
anyway? She go, you rape me.
from the same
he
woman
go and get some anyway.
that wouldn't
She
get
go, you
jelly
rape me.
off in 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
And that, and you know that's rape because you said that the jelly is she has to use, you know, again, not trying to be vulgar, but she has to use her mouth to complete this task.
Mm-hmm.
That mean that that mean that you done assaulted this woman. You didn't say if you don't do it, I'm taking your iPad. You assaulted this woman because you already asked for it. You already said this is what you wanted. She already said no.
Yeah.
And somehow you got it anyway.
You go in his own words, get some anyway.
That means that I don't know. I don't even, like I said, I don't want to get too explicit, but I can't think of one way of how you get some anyway without it being forced.
Right.
I don't know, but maybe I don't know.
Then he said it. He said, then she says,
babe, that's not rape. Her mind is TV. She go, you rape me. This babe, that's not rape. Her mind is TV. You rape me. You're not supposed to do what I don't want you to do. So, bruh, here she go. I got a headache. I got a headache. Soon as she comes through, I got a headache. I got a headache. I got a headache. As soon as she comes through the door, babe, here's an aspirin. I don't need no aspirin. I ain't got no headache. Good. Get undressed and get to bed.
What?
That's how you handle that.
Where's the nice talk and the drinks and the vibe and the slap? He's a sexual deviant, man. I can't stand this nigga. Right. Man, where's the kissing? What's up, girl? Come here. Get on in there. Where's all the play talking? He's a just disgusting bastard, man. I can't stand this Negro.
And I can't, and I don't even understand it. Like, and again, this might just be personal to me, but I can't even just talk like that. Like straight out the gate, walk in the house. Shalom, y'all was shema thaba shema shah. Get undressed and get in the bed and get ready for sex. That doesn't. I can't say that. Like, I really can't even say it, period. I can't talk that way. If I'm gonna do something, it's like I'm gonna just come and give you a kiss.
I'm a player, bro.
You know, grab you from the back and, you know, and then like guide you to the room like a little. You feel me? Like, I can't say, take off your shirt, take off your pants, take off your drawers, go into the bed, bend over. Like, this is crazy what he's saying right here. I don't think he understands what he's saying.
He does not like women.
He's teaching the men in his weak ass congregation to do that.
Good night.
That's crazy. It's kids in there, man. Like, what the hell is he talking about?
That's not what you do. That is not what you do.
That is not too wild, man.
I don't know. I've never seen. Oh man, he needs to watch 50 Shades of Grey or something. I don't know. You need to learn some romanticism or something, brother. Like, you, damn. Get undressed. Get in the. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna play it again. So
I've seen an animal flirt better. I've seen an animal flirt better with a.
They do.
That's a fact, bro. Kawal, you right on it, y'all. Because I mean, even an animal, they be having like the mating dances.
Yeah,
And if he don't get chose, he don't get chose. That's the end of it. Is what it is.
Yeah, insects be like this.
Yeah,
right.
So like, but this dude is saying, like, bro, if you can have sex with a woman after you just spoke to her like that, something ain't right, bro. Get undressed. Get in the bed.
Other thing.
Lay down.
You just said something heavy, Tabawan. Like, brothers who get off on women who don't want to have sex with them,
right?
That's giving rape vibes, right? And rapists are homosexual. There's no other way. Like, how in the hell are you getting aroused by a woman who does not want to be with you?
That's crazy.
She's screaming, "Get off me! Help! Help!" And somehow you getting aroused by that. You understand? Like, I don't understand it. If a woman say, stop, too much a couple times, and in her mind, she might be saying stop because of pleasure. But if I hear it too much, it's like, hold on now, slow down. You know what's going on? And a woman so crazy, she'll be like, no, stop means keep going. Right. Like, all right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But this ain't that. This is something completely different, man. This man is talking about raping your wife. Raping your wife. What if she's sick, man? Right. What if she got COVID? What if she just had so much of a bad day that she really just want to talk about her bad day, but instead of talking about her bad day that she just had, you come in the door and say,
I don't need no aspirin. I ain't got no headache. Good. Get undressed and get to bed.
And that's what you say.
Right.
Instead of talking about the bad day, man. Instead of saying, man, instead of letting her tell you that her mother just passed away. Instead of letting her tell you, why she got a headache for in the first place. You get in bed. You nasty. Ooh, that's disgusting.
How do you even get, you know what I mean? Again, I don't care about nobody business like that, but like what you saying is so heavy about. It's like, and this reminds me again, I always say it, like y'all niggas, a lot of dudes, man, y'all, a lot of us, unfortunately, was wrapped up in that, but that pornography got y'all messed up, man. That pornography got y'all messed up, man. Y'all think, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all some kind of porn star or something, but them dudes is gay too. Like them niggas.
Yeah,
right?
they are.
They're gay. Like they'll do anything for money, for one. And for two, this girl don't like you. You know what I mean? Like that saying there's no different than going to sleep with some prostitute, bro. Like a real dude, like, bro, like you're like, I like women that like me. You know what I'm saying? Like are we feeling each other? Do y'all know how to talk like that? We vibing with each other. We like each other. Some girl that just want to do that because of some other motivation is crazy, bro. And you gonna sit up here talking about, get undressed, and then you gonna go into bed and what? Make love to a woman that you just ordered to get undressed?
Right.
Nigga married to a robot and shit.
Right.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man, because and I'll try to fix this problem. I've been I've had a woman who have of the initial may have said that they wasn't in the mood to have sex. Here's what you do if you really want to have sex. For all the young brothers listening, if your woman isn't in the mood, either you just not have sex and go play Madden, like Tabuan said, or you can persuade her to be in the mood. You could do that. You could go up in that house and maybe cook a dinner. Maybe go up in there and cook. She busy making oxtails for you every goddamn week. Maybe you go up in there and go cook some oxtails for her. And then she come up in there and she say, baby, what you doing? You saw I'm just cooking for you. I'm cooking. And then before she walk out the kitchen, you grab her by her wrist. And you say, baby, come here. You pull her by her wrist and you put your arms around her waist and you get real close to her.
See, you kiss on her neck. Free game right here, bro.
You kiss on her neck and you kiss on her lips. And you say, baby, you want these oxtails to finish cooking? Or do you want me? And then she may say, she may just turn around and just look at you and lead you to the bedroom.
I mean, you might want to finish the oxtail. Don't burn the house down.
Hey, look, the house getting burnt down. For some of us, the house getting burnt down. For some of us, you come back and the oxtail still thawing out. Whatever your game is.
Y'all crazy.
Hey, whatever it is. But we're not going to rape our women, man.
That's right.
Do that, man. And you got to remember this, man. And this is what you brothers definitely coming up got to understand. That woman you got is your wife, but she is also our sister. You have to remember that. You got to remember that the woman you dealing with is also our sister. And just imagine if we was in the world. And imagine if my sister came to me and told me that you raped her. Imagine the repercussions that you would not want to have. You have to keep that in mind when you're dealing with these women. Of course, now she is your wife. And you will have to discipline her. You're in charge of disciplining, raising her up, protecting her, dying for her. But you also have to treat her like she's somebody's sister, man. Treat her like right. Daughter. There's people that care about that woman, man. You can't get so caught up in your lust that you just, she come to you and say she got a headache and you just
through the door. Babe, here's aspirin. I don't need no aspirin. I ain't got no headache. Good. Get undressed and get to bed.
You can't do that, Ak.
Yes, sir.
You can't do that. You understand? You got to treat that woman, man. Treat her with some respect, man. And if your woman don't want you, there might be another problem that needs to be looked into.
That's damn right.
You might need to look into what's really going on. It might be something else that's the actual problem. You need to figure that out. But that one, unless you got something else, Cap, I'm gonna keep playing the video.
Yeah. Well, let me say one thing real quick. Before we play it, just be brief. And the real terrible part I'm talking about the whole time through is the sisters be eating this crap up. Eating this crap up. You know what I'm saying? This cat right here that got so many women up in his congregation. You know what I'm saying? These purple cats, they got so many women up in there basically running the show because they sold this weird dream of Christianity with women in the praise team and dancing and floating all over the place in the pretty purple garments and all of this. Meanwhile, other women looking at them saying, "Oh man, so they can only have one wife?" Yeah, these other Israelites, that I.S.U.P.K. Don't go up in that I.S.U.P.K. I ain't gonna say no names. I ain't gonna go too, go too far with it. But I'm gonna tell you right now, my wife, my son's mother, she knew some cats in the IUIC early when I met her. And when I come into school, she got told directly, you shouldn't deal with that cat. You shouldn't deal with that. I.S.U.P.K. Don't deal with them. You know what they teach, right? That's what they try to tell my rib, try to get her to go up in there. But guess what? My rib would have been up in there in the IUIC with one brother. And you know what would have happened? He would have been basically abusing her on nights when she didn't feel like it. And in the nights when he couldn't abuse her, he'd be going abusing some other man. That's what he would be doing.
Or getting abused.
Or getting abused.
And Salaki, you know something? When you look at this is just the behavior of a homosexual man.
Right.
Who don't really know how to deal with a woman. You know, all that little outrage, nah, get on, take your clothes off. Then, hey, come on. That's a homosexual man. You know, that's a homosexual man that don't know how to deal with women. He in his crazy mind, he thinks that that's going to make men agree with him. Like, yeah, that's right. Nah, dude, you're homosexual.
That's right.
That's right.
You can't hide it. You can see it. You know, we're men in the Lord. That's what we can see it. We can see that spirit. The spirit. So, you know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous. You know, that's ridiculous. And his whole congregation, all them church Israelites.
That's right. Hey, Cap, tell them when you married, I mean, you might have to learn to go to sleep disappointed. You might just have to learn how to just do that. Just go to sleep disappointed for the night and not rape the woman. So like it. But I'm gonna keep it playing, Thought one.
Go to bed disappointed, you know what I'm saying? Everything's good in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Acting like that, that's a dude that don't know how to deal with women. You know what I'm saying? And he's a homosexual. I yield.
He need to get counsel from the U.P.K. We know how to deal with multiple women.
Gun.
You know, aspirin, I ain't got no headache. Good. Get egg. Soon as she come through the door, got a headache. Soon as she come through the door, babe, here's aspirin. I don't need no aspirin. I ain't got no headache. Good. Get undressed and get to bed. Good. Get undressed and get to bed. That's how you handle that. The hell is this? It's my back. Oh, my back. Well, you can just lay on your stomach. Then you'll be all right. The hell is this? Anybody got time for that? Yeah, then the sister get mad because some other woman caught her husband's attention.
Hold the hell up. Salagia.
Come on.
Salagia. Hold on. Hold on.
Go ahead, Mark. I think we saw the same thing. Go ahead.
Wait, I'm missing something. Hold on. Let me hold on. Let me make sure before I say something. Hold on.
Her husband's attention. Other woman. Yeah, then the sister get mad because some other woman caught her husband's attention.
Dabawan, did you hear that?
I think I did.
I think the IUIC is crumbled.
I do.
Okay.
I think they finished. They done. They shouldn't even be a camp no more. What the fuck do you mean? Another woman caught your husband's attention.
Right.
Yeah.
What attention? What? Hold on. You're telling me the brothers of the IUIC are the purple fragrance that are holier than thou? They don't have attention for other women?
Right.
Other women? They have a wife. They got one wife that they love, that they cherish, that they put on a pedestal. What are you talking about? Hold on. That sounds like an I.S.U.P.K problem.
Right.
That sounds like a problem that sisters in here go through. They husband catching the attention of another woman. That's what that sounds like. That shouldn't be happening in IUIC. That shouldn't be happening in you fake Israelite groups that teach that you can only have one wife. That shouldn't be happening. The only people that should be happening to is King David and us and the I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
Only King David and us. I don't know what the hell you talking about. And Abraham and Jacob.
Right.
Who else is catching the attention of other women after they already married? Bishop Nathaniel, you got to explain that one.
That's right.
That goes against your organization. You understand? I mean, brother, come on out. I don't I could be tripping. Look, y'all can help me. Salaki, I could be tripping. But how in the hell is a man going to be catching the attention, meaning he is catching the attention that another woman is giving to him, but yet he's married? Why is he even catching that attention? That attention should be bouncing off him left and right. He shouldn't be catching no attention from nobody. Attention should be coming to him, and it should be bouncing off. Why? Because he's married, and he can only have one wife. Bishop Nathaniel, you got some explaining to do. I'm gonna make it clear. Now, I'm serious. I didn't catch this before. Barakataya Howard Shaw for the Chain Breaker podcast. I've seen this video a few times. I never caught this part. You gonna have to explain this. Why would you be catching the attention of another woman and you're married? You're a sinner. Right. You're a wicked sinner. What did Christ say, Tabawan? You lust in your mind. You lusted in your heart first. You lusted in your heart, catching the attention of them other women.
Yeah, you're not supposed to like. You're not supposed to like other women.
Yeah, you looking at that big booty she got. She working right there, and she giving you attention. She looking at you and saying, "Look at the bishop. Look at the bishop." And because your woman was sick last night and didn't give you head, you nasty son of a bitch. You look at that woman with that big old ass, and you turn around, and now her attention means something. You know what you're doing? You're turning your woman into a goddamn slave, man, and that's not right. That's unfair, man. You're doing a disservice to the women, man, because now your woman has to know every time you come into the goddamn house, she has to drop to her knees and suck jelly off your rod. Otherwise, you're going to divorce her and go get another woman. Right. Otherwise, you're going to leave her. You're going to leave her to die. And them in that fake Israelite group, them women think that the only way that their soul has salvation is if they stay in the truth. And they know they can't stay in their truth without being married to the man that they married. But yet you tell her that you're going to go catch the attention of another woman. And you know that you teach that you can't have 2 wives. Right. You can't have 3 wives. So the only way you're going to gravitate to the attention of that other woman, you're going to have to get rid of the first one. So what does that mean? It's 2 things. Either that woman gets on her knees and does whatever jelly you talking about, and so she can keep you, so she can get saved, so she can have salvation and have glory, or She doesn't do it because she's sick, because she has COVID, because her mother just passed away, and you don't give a damn. And so you walk out the door and get the attention of another woman, and you kick her to the curb. Right. She has to not make it into the kingdom, according to you, because she didn't please you well enough last night.
Right.
Nathaniel, you are a sick son of a asshole. You are a sick son of a bitch. Silaki. You are disgusting, and you're nothing more than a Christian, man. If you are, listen, if you're gonna say that a man can have one wife, then have one wife, and don't get the attention of no other woman. Don't mention the attention of no other woman. Don't look at no other woman. Don't you understand? Give praise to no other. Don't do nothing with no other woman. Stay with your one wife for the rest of your life. And guess what? If your one wife don't want to do the jelly trick, you better stay with her, man. You better stay with her, Bishop Nathaniel, whatever your hell name is, or Nasty Nate. You better stay with her.
Right.
The rest of your life. I just peeped this, man. So like it. But you brothers are the I was on Rockhead something. He said,
if I could expound, Officer he called me and told me. He said that right there basically is the mark of a LGBTQ man. He said, you know, a woman, you know, man, you get up in a woman, it's supposed to be slick and smooth and wonderful. But he wants something real sticky and real, you know what I'm saying, mushy and all that. Something else. And that's what Bishop Nathaniel wants. He don't want the slick one. He don't want the slick one. You just go up in there and, you know, do your thing. He want that grape jelly, which is very, very different. He's a nasty piece of garbage.
I never heard of that. I never heard of grape jelly.
No, I never in my life. My whole life.
I never heard of it either. That's what I'm saying. He was talking about grape jelly. I mean, I never heard of that, you know. Yeah. Come on. Yeah,
like,
that's
a sick man. Your woman hates you so much that you have to make your rod taste something like different for her to want to.
That's a homosexual man, man. That's a homosexual man. I mean, you know, that's what it is, man.
He said he came into the house.
He guessing. He guessing what's going to please the woman.
Yeah, he guessing.
That's what he's doing.
He said he come into the house. You ain't got no headache. She said I ain't got no headache. Oh, well then go ahead and get into the bed. He ain't take no shower. He ain't doing nothing, man. This right here is sick, man. Job said he like chunky balls, man. Good night. This is crazy. This is a crazy story. I'm glad that we actually dissecting this video because usually I just laugh at this instead of actually listening to what's being said. I'm about to go ahead and play it. You like it?
And then the sister get mad because some other woman caught her husband's attention.
That's unlawful. That's unlawful.
You ever see this? I can't do the wall because I ain't built like they are. You ever see this wall? That's the ostrich. You ever see the wall because I ain't built like they are. You ever see this wall? For the brothers, that's the ostrich walk.
Look at this. Look at this. Perfect.
Look at this.
I remember when I first came into the truth. I remember I first came into the truth, and it was after a brother was unalived unrightfully by the police officers in Charlotte, North Carolina. And commanding General YAHANNA, he had what I guess what we call like a regional camp today in Charlotte, North Carolina, to speak on the injustices that happened to that brother. I remember I pulled up late, and I was with my ex-wife at the time. Of course, I wasn't in the truth, so she was my girlfriend, right? And I remember cutting, like I remember Iraq telling me to follow. He wasn't even a trooper yet. He told me to follow the brothers when they pulled off. And if y'all brothers know in Charlotte, when the camp is clipped, they pull the trucks up, right? In front of the camp, in front of the coin to load the trucks up and so that we can leave. And I remember the trucks pulling up or whatever, and I got behind them and started rolling. And I remember at some point, I got a phone call from Iraq. He was like, yo, you can't be behind the general like that. And at the same time he was calling me, I got Captain Tazaria was in a van beside me. And he gave me a look that pierced my heart. He gave me a death stare that I'll never forget. And he probably won't remember this. He probably has no idea because back then I wasn't even a young man considered, right? But he gave me a death stare because I was in the wrong position of a convoy behind the general. Now with me saying that, I want everyone to think about the kind of look Captain Tazaria, any brother in the truth, would have gave this man if he would have stood up while he's teaching and started doing his dance. And I want you to look at the brother to the right of him. To the right of him on the screen and look at what kind of stare he gave him. How he looked.
The war, because I ain't built like they are. Genocide. For the butterscotch, that's the ostrich war.
What a butterscotch.
Look at this. Look at this. Twerking.
Yeah, he happy about that.
He said twerking.
he happy about that, man. This not militancy, man.
Right.
Understand? Like when so like this is a nation, and when we hold these classes, right? These classes are the fortitude to our nation. Everything that we've learned, everything that Captain Yagar is, Captain in 1000 Kowal is, Captain in 1000 Tabawan and Yarmak is. Captain. I mean, Salagi. Officer 1000. I don't know left or right. I think I'm in a weed abuse psychosis right now. One day, these brothers absolutely will be captives because they don't rape their wives. Right. They don't do that. But what I was saying was that these brothers, everything that we are in this truth, we are what we are, and we got it from class. It started with class. We learned not to be homosexual from class. We learned not to be drug addicts from class, so on and so forth, man. When you're teaching class, that is the utmost importance of the rebuilding of the nation of Israel, because this is where people come to learn how to be, learn how to act, learn how to speak to each other, learn how to deal with one another. And for you to get up and dance and twerk your behind after, and what you said is after, and the appearance of how other women twerk. You understand? Like, you got to understand how crazy. Imagine he would have said, you know how women be sucking the jelly off. They be doing it like this. And imagine if he would have did it. Imagine if he would have.
He probably would have did that mess.
He probably would have did it. But imagine how crazy that would have been. Why? Because no man should be reenacting how a woman sucks jelly off.
Right.
Guess what? No man should be reenacting how a woman twerks, how a woman walks, how a woman does dresses, how a woman does anything. But yet, your leader did it. Your leader in IUIC, he absolutely did it.
Look at this.
Look at him. He loved it. Ooh, he loved it. He loved it. And now we get to the point of us being here. Now we're getting back to the mimes, the memes, or whatever. What they call the mimes? What them white fake
praise dancing mimes?
The praise dancing mimes. Now we went through all of this to get to where we were supposed to be. The praise dancing mimes and how they were there. You gotta remember how they was moving. And Kowal, they was doing it. They was moving. They was moving like jelly. They was moving like Squidward or SpongeBob, like the jellyfish. They was moving. Boy, they have no holes in their body. I remember watching break from like the 1970s, 80s, or whatever, and watching Ozone move, Ozone and Turbo.
Right.
They moved like they had no holes in their body. I tell you what, Turbo was more masculine than these faggots. Salaki.
Right.
No.
Lavender lads. But I'm just playing for you.
Look at that. Oh, that's ridiculous.
That's book. Wow.
I think I do remember hearing something on TV about colon cleansing. They say everyone should have one. I'm thinking about getting me an appointment and go down and get my colon cleansed thoroughly.
What? Come on, man.
It's not time.
Well, folks.
I'll rock for the video. It's on the stage, man. Yeah, man.
Excellent work, Ottawa. That is vile. That is a vile video right there, bro. Good night. Damn, yeah, man, that was heavy, man. Like, you know me. Imagine, I remember coming to class, man. I remember the first time, like, first few times. Matter of fact, I tell the story all the time. Speaking of Iraq, the first person that I ever saw, the first brother, not the first UK brother I ever saw in my life, but like when I was coming into the school, saying like, I'm gonna go to class, da da da. First person I saw in front of the Vegan Flavor Cafe was Officer Iraq. And the first thing I thought to myself as I walked up was, I'm goddamn terrified. I was terrified. He was standing there and there was no one else there, no one. And he just looked so mean. I was like, damn, like, I don't know what to do, but I'm here now, so it's what it is, right? But I could only imagine what it must be like. I feel sorry for them. To be a young brother coming of age, you know what I mean? You a young man going into your teens or going into adulthood, or you're a young man trying to figure your life out in your 20s, early 30s, whatever age you might be. You're just trying to get right and learn and see what this whole thing about being an Israelite is all about. And the nigga that is the leader of the place that you went to learn, not he ain't the he not a young cat. He not a dude who just passed his test and started teaching a week ago or a month ago. This is the man who started this organization.
Right.
Gets up in front of you and starts gyrating like a twerking woman.
Hey, top one.
Can't even imagine
it. Hey, top one. When our generals stand up, the men in the class stand at a Mariam Shabbat.
Right. Ain't no twerking.
Ain't no twerking. Ain't no laughing, putting your head in your hand and laughing. When the men in the I.S.U.P.K stand up at the teacher's seat, the men stand at a Mariam Shabbat and get ready to dismiss the teacher. That's what we do. Now, hey, look, I can't force you to not be gay. You can be gay. Be gay all you want. I'm just trying to teach you how to be a man. We trying to teach you how to be men, how to be men of the Lord. When the teacher leaves, when the teacher gets about that seat, there's one, either a problem, or two, the men should be in a Mariam Shabbat getting ready to salute the teacher out. Anything other than that, I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. But I tell you what, Nasty Nate, you ain't learned that in One West. And you need
right.
You need to go back to your roots, man, and go back to what you came from. You understand? Instead of that nasty, whatever it is, man, that you're doing, man. So I yield on that.
Excellent show, man. Had to go in on these Christians, all of them. They all the same. Had to do it. You know what I'm saying? But that was another great episode, the 60th episode of the Chain Breakers podcast, brought to you by the I.S.U.P.K, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, man. You know what I'm saying? But I want to give, Yarma, you just kind of closed, had your closing statements, but I want to give everybody an opportunity to, say anything else before we clip it. Cap, did you have anything you wanted to just close out on, sir?
No, just pay your tithes, man. Pay your tithes and get ready for that Passover's coming up, man. Brothers, you got brothers working hard, doing everything. Brothers, man, making it straight. We straighten everything out, man. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't cutting no corners up in here. So go ahead and pay your $200 fee for the Passover and get them into that Passover. And remember, it's a commandment. You know, you black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, it's commandment. So get on down into that Passover. You know.
That's right.
Right.
That's all. That's all I get.
Con. Cool. It's on you, bro.
Hey, look, I can't say no better than what Cap said. Pay your tithes, pay your Passover fee. Lord willing, we'll see you in April, man, for the Lord's Passover, man. The only Passover on the Commander YAHANNA, man.
That's right. Damn right. Most high Christ, man.
Damn right.
And, everything the brother said is right on point, man. I got nothing left, but we will see y'all next week, same time, same place, man. Chain Breakers Podcast. We say,
the raffle.
The raffle. Go ahead, Yarmark. Plug them into the raffle. Go ahead.
Yes, again, you know, the water, everybody on the show. Make sure y'all get into that raffle, man. $5 entry fees. If you had previous entry fees, it's not going. Right, if you have 5 entry fees before, if you pay 1 entry fee, then you'll get all of those 5 again. You understand? That's the perks of participating in each raffle and giving more than just one raffle. You increase your chances. So send $5 in, you'll get your raffle. If you're new, you get 1. If you've been here before, you get the ones that you had before. If you haven't won, now if you had 20 raffles in the past and you won something, then your raffles is gone. Right now, you're starting over again, right? But if you didn't win anything and you like, God damn, man, I done gave you about 20,000 raffle fees, I haven't won nothing. Well, then if you give another raffle fee, now you got 20,001 raffle fees for the next one, which increases your chances. That's why I'm saying these raffles aren't like the ones on Instagram where you pay and then you lose and then that's it. These raffles, man, is win-win. You pay, the money stays. You pay, the money stays. Like, can you hear me, Tabon?
Come.
Yeah, that's my call. You pay, the money stays. You continue on, and you increase your chances as you lose. I don't know if there's anything better. I don't know. As you lose, you increase your chances. You understand? So make sure you get into the raffle. This year, this raffle that's coming up before the Passover. It'll probably be the biggest one before the Passover, but you will be winning. The first prize winner will be winning a Javelin Season 2.
That's right.
And the sweatpants. And you'll also be winning an exclusive Carl Gas, you understand, products, oil and body butter, Javelin. You understand, the Javelin exclusive of Carl Gas, body butter and oil. If you're a woman, I got the women's body butter and the woman's oil. And if you're a brother, I got the brother's body butter and the brother's oil. So you'll get the whole thing. It's like $145, $155 package that you could win for just $5. But, you know, increase your chances, man. And like I said, you never lose because it's like a revolving door of winners, man. So, you know, shout out to everybody that's helped me out in Javelin. And that's it. I think that's all I got.
All right.
Well said, brother. Well said. Like my brother said, man, make sure you pay your Passover fee. You know what I'm saying? Come down here with us, man. It's a commandment. Every Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian needs to be there. You know what I'm saying? Bring your kids. You know what I'm saying? Bring the family. It's going to be Tawab. It's going to be great, man. You know what I'm saying? We got not a lot of time. We got very little time, but, you know, we got some time leading up. So get your affairs in order right now. Tell your job, tell your slavery what time it is. Get your hotels. You know what I mean? Get with captains a car for your hotel. Yeah, just do that. You there?
One last thing, just shout out to Sister Jocelyn, Sister Jocelyn out of Eastern Carolina. She just ordered herself a sweatsuit, man. So shout out
to Christ.
Sister Jocelyn out of Eastern Carolina. I think out of Kinston, North Carolina. You know, shout out to you for supporting the business. So that's it.
Damn right.
Damn right. And with that, you know what I'm saying? We will see y'all next week, same time, same place. Chain Breakers Podcast, I.S.U.P.K, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We will be here again every Friday at 12 p.m. All right. Got my head covered. But to everybody, we're going to say shalom, Lord in Christ, man. Y'all keep rocking out with us. We appreciate
and support.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll see y'all.